Hello, I'm Mrs. Hollinshead and welcome to one of my 3-minute thoughts where I introduce an idea about something in GCSE English that you may not have considered before. Today, let's explore the choices that Dickens makes about the three spirits in A Christmas Carol and how they personified their specific realms of time: past, present and future. Time is a central theme in A Christmas Carol, and Dickens has a lot of fun playing with this concept through a variety of methods. Even the timeline of his protagonist makes absolutely no sense, with 3 nights being squeezed into one to show the power that these spirits have over mortal beings. But if we look at the spirits themselves and how they're described, you'll notice that Dickens has made some really interesting choices about them so that they accurately reflect the time period over which they have power individually. So let's start with the Ghost of Christmas Past and look at its appearance. Dickens says that it almost looks like a child, but actually it's more like an old man that's seen through some kind of supernatural filter. Makes it seem like it's far away, even though it's actually right in front of Scrooge. Well, that is like the past and how memory works. Older memories feel further away from us and they can seem blurry and harder to remember in detail. In fact, any memory can be quite nebulous and shapeless since our brains are very suggestible and will add and drop details, which mean that we misremember things and get things wrong. That's why this spirit's shape keeps changing, from being headless to being bodiless to having 1 leg to having 20. Its one constant feature is the light that shines from its head, perhaps implying that no matter how unreliable our memories may be, our past can actually reveal a lot about us. The Ghost of Christmas Present has no past or future himself. Dickens has the spirit tell us that it only lives for 1 day, and that there have been lots of its brothers that have lived on previous Christmases and died, only to be replaced the following year. Well, this is like the present, where each moment comes and goes, only to be replaced by another. The spirit doesn't come back to life every year, because then it would have a past, and that isn't its area of responsibility when it comes to time. There's already a spirit for that. It also doesn't really have an impact on the future. That's why it's surrounded by food, which is something that brings temporary pleasure, and sprinkles festive cheer on the poor, making them feel happy at that moment, but not solving anything. It could be argued that this is why Scrooge must see the next spirit, since it's his future that needs to change, and the ghosts of Christmas past and present don't have any power over that realm. The ghost of Christmas yet to come is hidden from our view, just like our futures. That was probably an easy decision for Dickens, but he also made the interesting decision to have it never speak. It doesn't matter how desperately Scrooge asks his questions, he has to figure out the answers for himself, just like we all do with our futures. The spirit is dressed in a black robe and looks like the Grim Reaper because death lies in all of our futures. But while Scrooge says it is the only spirit that he truly fears, its hand is described as kind when it trembles at the end of its stave. So it does hold some good for us. So that's it. I hope you found something valuable there. If you did, please hit the button and subscribe to be notified of the next episode.